Hey guys, how are you? Today we're going to be talking about waterless diffusers and kind of like a budget option like this or a more expensive option like this. This is the Jcloud machine. These are kind of like the gold standard when it comes to these waterless diffusers. And then you have brands like this that are just, I don't even know what brand this is. It's from Amazon. This is about like $75. This is about $175. So over double the cost for the Jcloud from this. Now, there are differences when it comes to these. They're both essentially nebulizing an oil, which is basically using a lot of air pressure to like punch oil with air pressure and make it into a vapor, which comes out of the machine. And so your fragrance oil basically diffuses into a vapor and it dissipates throughout your house. Now, this is by far the best method currently as far as like getting your house to smell good. Candles are cool, but guess what they do? They might catch your house on fire. Candle warmers are cool, but guess what they might do? Set your house on fire when you're not away. These kind of machines like this are set it and forget it. In the instance of like the Jcloud, there's this big reservoir in here that you fill with oil and you can set it. I've had these things on a thing of oil last for 2, sometimes 3 months, depending on how strong you set it and how weak you set it. This is a new thing I have, which I've tested a little bit. These are way different than like the ones that you put the water in and the essential oil that lasts for like 2 hours. These are lasting a ton longer. We're talking months. This probably days or so. Depending on how far you can fill it up. I think you can fill it up to the top of this like little glass nub that's inside of there. So you could probably get like a week out of it or something like that, but completely, totally in a whole nother ballpark than like any kind of other diffuser. So let's run you through the differences that you get between a budget one versus a more expensive one. The budget one is going to be very basic. You're going to take this, you have two options here. You're going to take this glass piece, you're going to stick it into here. It just pressure fits into this base right here that has the nebulizing mechanism down at the base. And then there's a control knob up front here. So you're going to take that, you're going to take a pipette, which it comes with, just a little pipette. You're going to take your fragrance oil, you're going to suck it out, you're going to squeeze it in. One thing I wouldn't cheap out on is the essential oil, the fragrance oil that you're going to be using. That's stuff that you're going to be breathing into your body. So for me, the best company I found so far is Aroma Country, as far as really good quality, definitely safe for you and your pets, your children, everybody, and then cost effective. Because a lot of the companies you get into like Aroma 360 or any of those other companies that do like spend a ton of money in advertising. Guess what you're paying when you pay for those oils? You're paying for their advertising budget. You want to make sure, number one, whatever oil you're going to look for is going to meet IFRA standards. IFRA is International Fragrance Regulation Association, I believe. So it's kind of like the FDA of fragrances. So get you a fragrance oil that's going to pass IFRA. This is the best that I found as far as like, there's usually a thing with the price, and the quality goes up, the price goes up. The quality goes up and the price just goes up a little bit. It's not a lot more than like the cheaper oils. The price is really good on Aroma Country. Again, I'll link them down below. This is not sponsored by Aroma Country. This is what I use. And they have a ton of cool scents. I'm using apple cinnamon right now because it's kind of like fall Thanksgiving vibes, but they have a bunch of like fancy hotel scents and like the cologne kind of scents, all kinds of cool scents that you can get for your diffuser. Okay, so let's talk about that aside. When it comes to your diffuser, the budget one versus this, and again, I'll link both of these down below. These will be Amazon affiliate links. They're just Amazon affiliate links that cost you the same either way. If you click one, I get a commission, but if you don't want to, you can just look these up on Amazon without using my link. It costs you the same either way, and if you like the video, it could help me. But let's talk about this one versus this. This one is going to be the basic. You have the thing that fits into here. You have this glass top that fits into here, which has your whole mechanism down here, which is what nebulizes the oil. You have a plug in the back. It is a USB plug, regular USB-A plug. I could show you. It's just a regular USB-A power brick. And it is controlled by a knob here. So when you turn this on, a light's going to shine in the bottom that you might be able to see there. You could see that light at the bottom probably. Can you see that? And then you have a variable control knob here to where you get a little bit of mist coming out, a little bit of vaporization, or you can crank it up like that and you're going to get a lot more of the vaporization. And so you have that right there, but then you also have this diverter unit, which is this little glass stopper that sits in here. And now it's supposed to seal. It doesn't really make a good seal when you have this thing on full blast. It does a little bit of a seal, but you can still see the stuff coming out the sides. So I'm sure there's a better way to seal it, but that's kind of the spray pattern you're going to be getting with these things. Now, when I'm using these inside of a house, I have a fan next to them, so the fan is also blowing that all over the room, wherever you're, some oscillating fan blowing that scent all over the room as well. That helps a lot. But this is just really basic as far as controls. And this could be a good entry to getting into using fragrance oils and diffusing them in your house like this in a nebulizing fashion, I guess is what you'd call it. Jcloud on the other end, like this one, which is $175 or so, it's almost $200. This is a whole nother league as far as options. So with this machine, you have a huge, unlock it there. This thing has a huge reservoir here. I mean, this is 6.1 ounces max. This will hold a ton of fluid. So your first upgrade over the more budget unit is that you can have more capacity, which basically means you get longer run time, where it just sits and you forget it and it just runs for months. And then you'll realize when, I don't smell anything. Let me check this thing. And I need to refill it. And you refill it with, try to get like good, like Aroma Country oils. The other thing you can do with this is you can set your strength, you can set your interval, you can set all kinds of things within a parameter. There's an app you can use called Scent Marketing. You go in the Scent Marketing app, you can open it up, you can change all your settings as far, you want it to run for 10 seconds on and 5 minutes off, or you want it to run for 20 seconds on, 20 minutes off. Like, you can really make this just barely puff out a little bit, so it's just kind of a light scent in the air. Or you can run it for 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. It's something crazy like that, where your house is gonna smell good, like really good, a lot. Now I'll show you here in a second. I'll change the lighting to where you can see the spray pattern of each of these, and you can kind of get a gist. This is also going to be more powerful as far as the throw, where it goes up, which is very important, which is how much it disperses. Now, a fan is going to help either one of these, so that doesn't matter a ton, but if you don't have a fan, that does matter. So if you have like a little portable fan that you use that can oscillate and put it behind these things, it can transform even this into a really good scent spreader for your whole room. Like, for instance, my whole living room, this whole living room is covered by this machine, this Jcloud, and it sits over there by that fan right on that thing right there. So this does my whole upstairs, and I have one of these downstairs as well. So these are what I prefer. Yes. Are they more expensive? Yes, but to me, they're worth it as far as the programmability, the capacity, the length that I can get this thing to run on that. I mean, just this amount of oil alone is probably 20 times more than I could fit in that. So it's definitely a give and take as far as price wise. Now, if you were like on a budget, or this is your first time delving into this and you want to see if it's worth it as far as like longevity, efficiency, like cost ratio, I mean, you can run one of these things. Let me give you a cost benefit. So like a big one of these, let me get one of the big containers. Here's a big container of the Rouge Royale, and this is 8 ounces. And this is like, I think $50 or $60. And I can put one of these and still have, an ounce or so left and fill this whole thing up, this full to 6 ounces. And I can have it run for 3 months probably and have a pretty decent smell in the house. Now, you can run it heavier and you're going to, maybe get a month and a half out of it, out of something like this. I mean, but you're also going to have some left. So in reality, it wouldn't be that hard to get 2 to 3, sometimes 3.5 months out of one of these whole bottles. So I would say you're looking at $15 to $20 a month. When you're looking at something like an Aroma Country oil. You get into stuff like the Aroma 360, like hotel collection oils, you're looking at like $100 a month for some of their stuff. It's just crazy how much, in my opinion, they like overprice those oils. It's fascinating that people buy that. I don't know. I don't understand it. So as far as a cost thing, a good candle can cost you $20 by itself, and that's probably not going to last a month, and these are machines that will last and last and last. You just buy different, and you can buy different scents. You want to try 5 different scents, you can. This is Rouge Royale from Aroma Country. It's a Baccarat Rouge 540, which is a famous like cologne, men's cologne scent. And this is like a dupe of that, I guess. And so they have these guys that work for these companies. I think they're called scentologists. I don't know. And they basically recreate scents down to like 99.9% accuracy. And you get them that you can put them in this, and you can make your home smell like Baccarat Rouge 540, or you can make it smell like the Hilton in Miami, or you can make it whatever you want it to smell like. But essentially, this is just a simplified version of this with a lot less of the the woo-ha-ha cool fancy stuff. Like this, the cool thing about this mainly is the app control, where I can control if I want this to last for, if I wanted this to last for 6 months, I can make it, but you're barely going to get any scent out. It'll run for like 3 seconds and stop for 20 minutes. I think I have mine set right now for 15 seconds on, 2 minutes off. And this has been, it's still got this much left. And I think I've run this for about a month and a half. But you'll get months of scent out of one of these as compared to like a water diffuser or a candle or something like that. So this is just basically a stripped down version. The benefit of this is that Bluetooth connection where you have the app where you can control exactly how much you want it to put out. It has the much better throw pattern, which I'll show you. I'll just throw some B-roll in here of the different throw patterns. But you can see this thing is going to shoot a lot higher and basically more of a cover or a throw of the scent than this will. This, and also subjectively, you could say this looks cooler, you could say this looks cooler, depending on the decor of your living room. This is a cool look. It's the glass thing with the, that's a cool look. But also to me, this is a cool look. It's like nice and sleek and modern. Like, I think that looks cool. This is the top of it. I think that looks cool personally, but I'm also not huge on like interior design or anything like that. I'm just a guy. But yeah, these are my thoughts. I just wanted to show you guys some different things about this versus this. Runtime is going to be better due to capacity because you can only fill this up about maybe half an ounce there. This you can get 6 ounces in, so you can run this thing for months and months and months. This would probably be like a week or so you could run it. The throw pattern where you can get this only like a little bit of ways, like out here, it would hit my hand probably. It's going to have less throw than something like this. But again, you can negate that with a fan that pushes the air all around the room. And then the Bluetooth control, which is where you can really fine tune this thing. So they're both great machines. Jcloud comes with a great warranty. I think it's like a 2-year warranty when you register the product, which is cool. This is, I couldn't tell you the warranty. I mean, maybe the Amazon 90-day warranty or something, it might be what you get. I couldn't tell you what that warranty would be like. So yeah, these are just my thoughts. I hope this is helpful for you. Again, I'll link both of these down below. There will be affiliate links. I do get a commission, but if you don't want to give me a commission, you can just Google these and try to find them on Amazon. I would look up search terms. I would look up for this one. I think it's like Waterless Diffuser Glass Essential Oil or something, and this might pull up. This, just look up Jcloud Diffuser and you'll find it. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.